Levine, the president of the Yankees, and Mark Holtzman, the executive director of the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. Randy, we'll start with you. You have to be busting with pride right now, knowing that you're taking all those traditions from the old stadium and bringing them over here to the new stadium, and it just continues with the Big Ten.
It's a great day. Partnerships with iconic institutions is what we try and do. Pinstripe Bowl has been a great success. Fans love it. 40,000, close to all three bowl games. Great financial success. Broadcasting sponsors love it. And just to bring an anchor tenant here for 8 years of the Big Ten, you've seen all the great brands. It's incredibly exciting. Mark did a great job putting this together.
And Mark, I mean, what does it mean for you to get the Big Ten in here for this New Era Pinstripe Bowl starting in 2014?
Well, it validates everything that Randy and I talked about 3.5 years ago when we first discussed bringing a bowl game back to Yankee Stadium, back to New York after all these years. As Randy said, a lot of people said it couldn't get done. But I think we more than proved that it could not only get done, but it could get done in a big way. And it became so successful that you have, by most accounts, the most iconic conference in the United States coming to us and wanting to be part of this for a long-term 8-year relationship, which is really relatively unprecedented in the bowl world. Most bowls have shorter-term agreements than that, but this is more than just a bowl game. It's a long-term partnership between two brands, and we're thrilled.
The tradition and the championship bloodline runs through the Big Ten, runs, of course, through the New York Yankees, so this is something to be thrilled about today. And Randy, I talked about this with Hal and how special this must be for the family. What about for Mr. Steinbrenner? What if he was here today? What do you think he would be thinking right now?
He'd be very, very happy. I remember sitting with him when we built this new building, and he said, "You've got to make sure college football, big-time college football, fits here." And as I've always said, if you gave him a little sodium pentothal, he may really say that college football was as important to the Yankees. He coached at Purdue and Northwestern. He played the game. So he's looking down at us, and he's got a big smile on his face, and that makes us all smile.
And Mark, one more for you. This game now between the Big Ten and a future representative to come in here to Yankee Stadium and play in the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. I brought this up with Jim Delaney. Last year at the game, you have the two new quarterbacks in New York playing in this stadium, and now they're on the Jets and Giants and Geno Smith and Ryan Nassib. So this is a huge game for the city of New York as well.
Absolutely. Not only for the city of New York, but you saw the television rating last year. You saw the crowd. We had two quarterbacks who, quite possibly 5 years from now, will be the starting quarterbacks of the New York Jets, the New York Giants. We are now, other than the BCS games, we are now acknowledged as one of the top bowls in the country. I told Randy, my first year when I went into the bowl meetings, the bowl directors meetings, a lot of people looked at me and, a little skeptically, "You're going to put a bowl game in a baseball stadium?" And the Yankees really committed to this. Now I go into these bowl meetings, I'm a little bit of a rock star. They say, wow, you guys have really come a long way in a short period of time. It's a great feeling, and it really is. And I appreciate all the Steinbrenner family support and Randy's support. It couldn't have been done without that, because we've come so far in such a short period of time, and it's really very special.
On the heels,
Chris, there's one
more second here.
Gene Budick, former president of the American League.
Yeah, good to see you.
Gene, very nice to meet you.
None of this would have gotten to without him. None of it.
Gene, what does it mean to you that this actually got done? Why don't you step over here like this, on my left here?
It's an extraordinary feat. It is so off the chart. It's hard to react. The bowl thus far has proven viability, and more important, it has proven that it can not only sell lots and lots of tickets, but it does one other thing. It has a national audience, and that is really important. And these two guys were great. I mean, no doubt, they're the stars, but at the same time, they had a very good product to sell, and the timing is just amazing. We all hope for this. Well, my heavens, it's here.
Randy and Mark, on the heels of the MLS deal, congratulations on all the recent success, and I hope the New Era Pinstripe Bowl lives on for many years to come.